got a Glock in my Rari.
What is going on, guys? It's your boy Kyle the Pug here, and in today's video we're going to be kind of getting a little serious instead of our usual go happy, happy pug times that we have. Pug times? Really? Did I really say that? But anyways, guys, we're going to be talking about a couple of topics here in today's video and how both these topics combine themselves together. Now, the two topics are bullying and suicide. Now, why would I be talking about that in today's video? Well, something kind of bothered me today, and exactly what it was that people are getting bullied, in certain cities, and I'm gonna show a video here in a bit to give you guys an example. But the one video that kind of bothered me, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm making this video right now, was that there was a video that really got on my nerves, especially where this young kid was being bullied and she had a disability. Now, before I get to the video here, this girl who got bullied, she had a cerebral palsy. Now, what that is that it's like a birth defect. So what it really does is it's a group of permanent movement disorders that appear in early childhood. And of course, there will be the problems with sensation, vision, hearing, swallowing, and speaking, other this sort of things of that nature. But other children, who suffer from cerebral palsy, or CP for short, and they do not roll over, sit, or crawl and walk as early as much as their children of their age. So, difficulty with the ability to think or reason and seizures with occurring in about 1/3 of people over time. I mean, the symptoms may get more noticeable over the first few years in life with them, and the underlying problems, I should say, do not worsen over time. So it's just been with you the whole life. So, that being said, I'm going to get to the video really quick. And this actually, the justice happened to the bullies, who actually bullied this poor kid. And I just thought, oh my God, I felt sick to my stomach after watching this. So, that being said, I'm going to show you guys here a little clip of what happened exactly with this footage. So, roll the clip, please.
Flip him off again. Fucking flip him off again. Fucking flip him off again.
Fuck you, Jeff!
You scared? You fucking scared?
She has her fist up.
You fucking should be. Okay, you can hit me. Go ahead.
She hit you.
Go ahead. Fucking hit me.
Come on, punch her.
I hit
Did
you.
she not hit you?
Fucking
Hit her back.
don't be a pussy. Hit
Sam, hit her.
Fucking hit me.
World
Sam,
Cup.
hit her.
Sam, fucking hit her.
Sam.
Well,
Sam,
I-
hit
Right
her.
back,
Sam,
man. I mean-
swing back. Fucking hit me.
Sam, do it. I know you will actually turn into a fucking.
Stop fucking
up.
crying. If you can't fucking back up your shit, why talking shit if you can't fucking talk?
Yeah, I'm not going to play all of the video because I just grabbed some bits and pieces of the video, and I thought I'd show you guys what happened there in the video. But the full link of that video will be in the description below. As be advised, there's a lot of graphic footage, and it does get really bad. But anyways, I want to address a few things about that video really quick. Okay, first of all, there's two teenage girls, right? They're picking on, like I said, they were picking on a 19-year-old girl with a cerebral palsy. Like I said, I discussed what cerebral palsy is. You guys already know, as I discussed that in the video. Now, first thing I want to know is that why are you doing such a thing? And the real thing that pissed me off about this, that wasn't even the fact, the two girls, bullying her. That was not what pissed me off. But what really pissed me off was that the guys who were, filming the whole thing, it was just, they didn't do anything to help, and they were just edging on the other two girls like the pussy, fight her, kick her ass, don't be a pussy, blah, blah, blah. And that really, annoyed me in a lot of ways. Now, if I was there in that situation, I would have actually stood up to those two young girls. I mean, if somebody tried to do that to me, though, like in real life, to say, something happened to me, I mean, it's probably not going to end well for them. I'll just leave it at that. But at the end of the day, bullying, this is an example of why bullying needs to stop. And it happens not just, in Canada and the United States, but this just happens all over the world. And it's really bad in our environment because it gives us a bad name, and it's really bad. And not to, like I said, not for the United States also, but for people, all over the world. And it's just, oh my goodness, it's really bad. So of course, a week later, those girls did get the judgment that they deserved, and it was, it was basically, it was well deserved. And for those who don't know what happened with the girls, they got arrested. The video went viral on Facebook, and overall, it was just really, really bad. I mean, good for them; they got their punishment, but it's just I was just flabbergasted. My stomach turned upside down every time I saw that video. But anyways, guys, now of course the other topic I was going to get to talk about here was of course suicide and how all the bullying relates together. Now, as I said before, I don't know what that girl was going through. I mean, she had probably had a rough week that time, of course, when she was being bullied after the day. I mean, I'm probably thinking that she got some proper treatment or something, because I don't even want to imagine what she went through. Now, of course, suicide has been, a thing in our lives where it's just, bullying may lead to suicide. And of course, when you are looking at the statistics for bullying and suicide, you got like bully victims who actually have been bullied are like 2 to 9 times more likely to consider suicide than non-victims. And that's according to a study, of course, by Yale University. Now, I was watching a video earlier, right? And the video is called Don't Take This Risk, and it's by Markiplier. I'll leave the link in the description below for you guys to check that out. And the game, from what I saw, it got really, really dark, and it was really, really graphic at the same time. Now, why was it so graphic? Well, there was, not only was it, of course, suicide watch, there was a guy who wanted to kill himself over, people not caring about him, but he turns out to be like a really creepy French guy. Now, it's kind of confusing to look at first, but at the end of the day, when you look at, people like that, maybe they're just asking you for help just to try to lure you in and stuff like that. I mean, you never know with people nowadays, and sometimes you can't really trust them, but I know as people like us here in America, we try to do a bunch of things, to help other people out. I mean, really, really obvious, all these people, who think, oh, they're being bullied. I mean, we try to do something to help out. I don't think there's enough of us to help out at the end of the day. I mean, yeah, you can see a lot of people getting bullied, and of course, when you see a lot of people getting bullied, and people on the streets, and I've seen a lot of people do like social experiments for this too. People will not do anything to intervene. And I can go back to the video really quick, and nobody tried to intervene with that 19-year-old girl with a CP disability. And that's, like I said, that's what pissed me off, though, too. So I think, personally, why we're afraid to stand up to bullying, because we're afraid to make a difference. And for me, I always like to make a difference here in the community. I know a lot of people don't see that a lot, but at the end of the day, I mean, overall, bullying needs to be stopped, period. And when bullying needs to be stopped, I mean, it's going to get really bad really quick if nobody does anything. So that being said, it's just really, really painful. I mean, it's breaks my heart every time somebody has to go through bullying. I mean, I've known a couple of friends who have been bully victims in their time, and sometimes it actually still haunts them to this day. It's kind of like a bad vibe, you know what I mean? And it'll linger on and on and on until, your life is over. But sometimes you got to have people, in your life to actually trust, and it's going to be, hopefully they'll have some positive impact, and you just got to find the right person, in their lifetime. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you did enjoy the video, please drop a like. Don't forget to sub if you're new to my channel. Definitely helps my channel grow. And then once you hit the subscription button, you'll be notified of live streams, new videos, and such things like that. So, I'm Kyle the Pug, and I will see you guys in the next video. So have a good day, and as always, stay safe. Peace!